Welcome everyone, Greg here with Laser Bear Industries to show how to assemble our RetroTINK 4K wall mount kit. The kit comes packaged similar to this. In it you're going to have all the parts needed to do this assembly. I'm going to go ahead and dump it out on my table here. Set the bag aside. You're going to have 2 end pieces, 2 crossbars. There should be, I believe, 5 shorter cable retention connectors, 1 long one, and then a set of the actual wall mount brackets. So these would be what you'd mount to the wall, and then the full assembly mounts to this so that you can take it up and down with only just 2 screws to be removed. You'll also get this packet with the hardware. In here you're going to have a set of square nuts, a set of M3 by 8mm screws, a set of 3M command strips with the Velcro adhesion. So these can be used in lieu of actually screwing it to the wall, and they just will attach to the back side of the wall mount brackets, and then you can attach them up to your wall. And you'll have a little sheet of paper that has the correct dimensions for kind of giving you a drill guide where you can slap it up on the wall, and then you've got your 4 points where you need to screw or to run screws into the wall or surface that you're attaching to, and a set of Velcro straps. We're going to put those back because we don't need those right now, and start assembly. So the first thing you're going to do is open up your square nuts. These need to be installed into the cross supports. So you've got the rear cross support. It has a little bump up, and that's another cable retention for the USB-C cable. Just take 2 of these square nuts and insert from the bottom side into the little grooves that are available for you. And just take a pair of pliers, press them in, and they should line up with the end of the hole on them. And do it to both sides of it. And then we're going to come back to the front one. The front one, the top is actually the side that you can't insert the screws or the square nuts into, so you're just going to insert from the side that you can. And we're just pressing them in. And once they are in place, all right, so you want the back bracket faced like so that the screw holes at the back are accessible kind of like that. And then you want the front bracket to line up with these double stack screw mounting spots. So you can see on mine it is off just a little bit, so we just want to flip that around so that they are both lined up so that the wall mount brackets end up lining up correctly. So then we're going to take our front bracket, press it into our side, and the same thing with our back bracket, just like so. Get them pressed in, and then we're going to take 2 of our little Phillips screws. These just go into the cross supports to provide support there so they don't come out while your RetroTINK is mounted to the wall. We definitely don't want that to fall off. And then we're going to add our RetroTINK 4K in place. So we want the rear ports to face out back of the mount. And then we're going to take our other end cap and we're going to slide it onto the other side of our brackets. just like so. Take 2 more of our screws. Screw them in. And then we can come to put our cable strain release in. You don't have to put them all in. You can only put the ones that you're going to use with your cables in. So like for me, I'm going to use the HDMI out, the HDMI in, the VGA in, and the component in. So I'm just going to put the nuts in place for the ones that I'm going to use. Now for all except for the component in, you're going to use these shorter brackets and just line them up over the holes they correspond with and put a screw in to secure them in place. Once those are in place, then all you have to do is mount it to the wall mount brackets. Now if you're going to use the 3M double-sided adhesives, you can just put those on the back of your brackets and then mount it where you want it on the wall. If you're going to mount it to the wall, or mount the brackets to the wall first, you would just use the included drill guide, kind of line it up where you want it. And you just have to decide if you want your RetroTINK to hang with the cables facing down, facing up, or sideways. Doesn't really matter which direction you go on any of them. The only thing is that one of these brackets has a cutout to facilitate one of the cable clamps. And it just goes on there, just like so. Now if it's hanging with the cables up, you use the top hole to secure the brackets to. If it's hanging with cables down, you would press the brackets down and use the second hole to mount the wall mount brackets to it. And they just screw in with the same exact screw as everything else on here. And once those are in place, once those screws are in place, it's not going anywhere. It can't fall off of its mount. And you've got a secured RetroTINK 4K mounted to whatever surface you'd like. Thanks and have a great day.